What's up, beautiful bosoms? This is the beautiful Sophia, and I am coming at you with a 10-question tag. I was tagged by my great friend slash roomie, Sweet Tea Baby 0427. She has been on. One is, what is your occupation? Well, for the summer, I am full year round. I'm a student. Actually, not the summer, but I'm a student. I am getting my master's degree in public health at St. Louis University School of Public Health, and I'm focusing on biosecurity and disaster preparedness. But during the summer months, I work for the Department of Human Services, and I am a food monitor for the Summer Food Service Program, which is government funded, and it just gives the opportunity for inner city youth to get at least 2 square meals a day for free. Because, as you know, urban youth or people who live in the inner city of any urban center, their means of finding a square and healthy, balanced meal are slim to none. So the program that Question number 2 is, what is your age and sign? I am 23 and I am a Capricorn. Question 2, are you single? That question is kind of sticky. I would say that I'm single, but I am talking to somebody. He's a great guy. So I'm not talking to any other. Just because I say that I'm single doesn't mean that I am talking to anybody else. I'm kind of in the process of becoming exclusive with someone. So to answer that question, there you have it. Question number 4 is, what can't you leave your house without? So originally, a friend of mine who is also on YouTube, who also has a channel, her name is Alexandra Bond. I'm sorry, I had a brain fart, but her name is Alexandra Bond, and she said she thought about it, and it was her keys that she could never leave the house without. And so did my good friend Sweet Tea Baby 0427. Check her out. She also said she couldn't leave the house without her keys. But if you think about it, you sure, you can't leave the house without your keys because you have to lock the door. So I just don't see myself forgetting my keys, because I know that I have to lock the door and I know that I have to drive, and those two important keys are on one ring. So if I don't have those, I'm either going to come back in the house and get them or whatnot. But I feel like I cannot leave the house without my cell phone, because not because I depend on it because I'm some type of social addict or I'm crazy about texting or whatever the case may be, but just because it is a form of having an emergency. It's like my emergency kit, basically. If anything were to go wrong, I can just pick up my phone, call my mom, call 911, whatever the case may be. So I'm pretty sure it's cliche what you can't leave the house without, and I cannot leave the house without my cell phone. I'm already going to have my keys. So moving right along. Number 5, what has been the best day of your life? I really don't know what the best day of my life has been. I guess I could say every day has been the best day of my life. Every day that I wake up, every day that I'm still breathing, every day I'm still striving, that's the best day of my life. But if you want to get technical, I think I would have to say the best day of my life thus far would be graduating from one of the premier Black institutes, Howard University. Childhood dream. I really don't know if I had a specific childhood dream, but I would say that coming from a career aspect of things, I would say that my childhood dream was to become, first it was to be an architect. Then when I was around 9, between the ages of 9 and 10, I started watching Trauma Life and ER on TLC, which I don't know if it even comes on anymore, but that sparked my interest in becoming a doctor. So that was pretty much my childhood dream. I've always wanted to become a medical doctor, but not so much anymore. My plans have changed. And that's okay. I'm still going to be helping people. I'm in biosecurity and disaster preparedness, which, I would be able to help people out in natural and man-made disasters. So, for instance, tsunamis internationally. You know, the tsunami that happened a couple of years ago. More recently, Hurricane Katrina and the earthquake of Haiti. I want to be a part of a disaster like that, something where I am on the ground helping individuals in need, whether that be quarantining individuals, helping individuals find their loved ones that were lost amongst all the ruckus going on, and just keeping people safe and keeping all the chaos down. So that's hands-on help for me. And I'm more of a social person. So I can talk to 1,000 people at one time, and I feel like I can keep people calm and when a disaster strikes or something of that nature. So I'll still be helping people, and that's the bottom line. Moving on to the next question, which what was the worst day of your life? I would have to say the worst day of my life was there were probably two bad days. Two days that I had that were like I considered like the worst days of my life. One was when my grandfather passed away in 2008. I knew that he wasn't well, but it was unexpected. My roommate, my friend, and I, actually, Sweet Tea Baby, I was at her apartment and we were working out, and I left my phone in her apartment, and when I got back, my mom was blowing me up. Like, people who were in the DC area who were my family, they were blowing me up, and I'm like, what's going on? So first thing, I called my mom, and she had told me that my grandfather passed away, and it was like really late at night, and I was, I was devastated because I didn't expect anything like that to happen. But I know that he's in a better place. So, I guess another worst day of my life was probably when my mom had some personal issues going on. And that's my mother. I come from my mother, and anything that she feels, I feel. So I would have to consider that time. I'm not going to go into specifics, but just know that period in time, or that point in time, was a rough one. We're over that hump now because God is good. So that's basically it. Only better days to come. And so the next question is, who would you like to tag? I would like to tag. Let's see who I could tag. I should thought. Oh, right off the flip, I would like to tag Lethal Pleasure. She's probably like, oh my gosh, not another tag, but Lethal Pleasure, pick and choose from these questions that you it can, come off as mold or anything nasty like that, something bacteria. On the commercials, like on the Lysol commercials, how they have the bacteria, the animated bacteria floating around, and like even if I see things like outside that are just like, they're not nasty, but they just look nasty to me, those things gross me out. They make my skin crawl. Like, even if there's old food in the refrigerator and has mold on it, all those type of things, I guess let's just say bacteria in general, bacteria growth, things that look like bacteria but aren't really bacteria, that kind of stuff freaks me out. It really grosses me out. So that's what grosses me out. What do you drink every day? Come on. Every day I drink water. Especially since I have acquired this healthy lifestyle. So every day, drink water. I mean, it's really good for you. And then I'll probably have unsweetened tea, and then I sweeten it myself with some Splenda or some sugar in the raw or something like that. Okay. So every day I know that I drink water. Thank you for watching and taking the time out to listen. And I just wanted to